All right, legends, let's analyze the situation here for Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is pumping quite nicely. We are facing a major level of resistance at the moment here at the $41,400. We'll analyze this resistance right away here on the live stream, explaining what could happen next. What do we need to see for a sign of strength, for a sign of weakness, guys? We are going to analyze here, keeping it extremely simple in detail so you understand what is going on, of course, here looking at the charts. Now, the main reason why we are getting this resistance at this level, it is purely based on the value area low of the entire trading range in between December and January. As you can see here on the chart, we can see that value area low is where the price is tackling at the moment, trying to break through. Now, I'm not interested really in taking any short positions from this range, and there is one of the reasons why is because the amount of liquidity that there is just a few $100s above from current price action. There is hundreds of millions of short liquidation, fresh liquidity for the market makers. They are likely want to fetch that liquidity, okay? They likely want to fetch that liquidity for their big fat pockets. So we're just basically $100 away, a few $100s away from hitting that level. Now, in this episode, I want you to pay full attention, because what I want to explain here with the rally that could possibly continue in the coming days, okay? No doubt that we're going to start facing some important resistance levels, and a turnover could happen at any point. Just want to explain from the previous live streams as well, if you did not join, any new subscribers, something that is going on that is very similar to the price action here from February, March, okay, of 2021 going into April. That is just purely based on market structure, understanding where a chart is topping out or is bottoming out, and this no doubt is a very topping level on the higher time frame based on what we mentioned here during the last few weeks, talking about the 618 Fibonacci from pivot high to the pivot low here, tapping that level to perfection. Value area high of the trading range here on Coinbase and many other charts. Value area high, big resistance level. No doubt that this is higher time frame big resistance. And yes, I am actually quite bearish midterm. I do think that Bitcoin is likely going to come down to possibly $30,000, if not maybe slightly lower in the coming months, entering into the halving. I think it's very much a possibility. This market structure that we have been forming, okay, during the last few weeks, with this breakdown that we've had, confirming a lower low at this point, anything above here is likely just going to turn into a lower high right there, and the price is likely to roll back down to test that $38,700 range that we were trading at here just a couple of days ago, basically on Tuesday, 3 days ago. Understanding how the charts work, okay? We are going to go through that right away, guys, in just a few minutes. Let's go right away through the comment section. Say hello to the community. Lex, how are you doing? Hello. Tarun, yo, what's going on? Good afternoon, all. Alan, how are you doing? Dogo Palmer, hello. Dippin, yo, Andy, my man. Dippin, thanks for joining. Hi, Andy from the Isle of Man. Jackie Wood, I got my mother here in the comment section. Hello, mother. How are you doing? Let's go right away here through the scenarios. Now, we know there is liquidity at $42,000, even $43,000 area. We need to zoom out on this chart, but there is lots of liquidity still from short positions. So this is a bit of a short squeeze, right? This is a kind of a rally that, you know, I'm not buying, right? You might think to yourself, I'm not buying this rally. You know, Bitcoin is in a downtrend. All of this, you know, ETF thing was a sell the news event, and the big players want to push the price of Bitcoin to much lower levels. So this scenario right over here, where we currently at no doubt in my mind, it is extremely strong resistance. You know, it ain't been easy for the price of Bitcoin to get above 41,500. It's not being easy. It's the value area low. This is where you have the big, massive volume. You can just get the volume profile from the price action in between October, November, December, and January, okay, on your trading view chart, and just take a look at the volume profile in the case of Bybit, okay? So we knew that this drop was likely going to be quite aggressive. Main reason why we bounced from this level here at 38,800 was purely based off the point of control of 2021 and 2022. This is where the price here was heading to that level here, forming a bit of an ascending triangle kind of structure. There's a lot of demand here with higher lows, a lot of bullish pressure here, facing that 38,800 range, then finally getting this massive explosive move in December. So big gap in volume, right? Big volatility here in between 38,800, right, and also $40,000, $41,000 range. This is where we start to see some big volume piling up here. And this is where Bitcoin is basically facing that value area low from December and January. So I am really personally not interested in that short right now at this moment, because after dropping during the last couple of weeks, guys, we dropped 20%, over 20% on the price of Bitcoin. And this is just in a couple of weeks. This is a big drop. This is a big drop for Bitcoin. So after a drop, obviously comes a relief pump. When we did analyze the structure here, it was looking like, yeah, descending channel usually breaks to the upside at some point. So we had the possibility of the price of Bitcoin pumping from this range. Purely understanding how the market moves in waves, I was bullish. I was not scared in saying, you know, hey, pump to come for Bitcoin. You know, Bitcoin will pump at some point. And that was purely based on realizing how this move here to the upside needed another wave to the upside. Whether that is an A, B, C, and then you come down, or it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then possibly we're going to top out at some point and then start moving to the downside. But I was pretty confident yesterday, this is why I entered some long positions at this range, that the price was likely going to get that pumpy action, right? Like we're seeing today. So now the question is, okay, we are pumping right now. What do you think, Andy, of this current situation? Because, you know, the price is hitting that value area low of the range. It's getting very choppy. This ain't any successful breakout, and it's just slightly breaking the highs. You know, are you still confident of the price, you know, moving to the upside? No doubt it looks a bit toppy, and you can have some attempts in trying to get into a short position here at this level. I am actually in a short position exactly right there. It's got a really tiny stop loss, and I don't mind getting stopped out, but it's just the risk to reward can be relatively good, even if it comes down all the way to this low, right? The risk to reward is already, you know, 4 to 1. It is worth it. And the main reason why it is worth it for a pullback, maybe down to these lows, maybe to lower levels, I don't know. We're going to have to check the reaction at this low, because if we start coming down to this low here in the next coming hours and then start dancing around here, then I'm going to say, hey, this is bullish. We ain't breaking down. We are holding that naked point of control, which is purely based from the price action created here on Monday. When we do take a look at the Monday price action right over here, look at that point of control, bang. You know, we did get a bit of a resistance right there. I was very much aware here with the Legends community. Look, I'm not interested in shorting this level. You know, I think we're likely going to go to higher levels. Same thing that I do think right now from here. You know, that is not going to take me out of, you know, getting into short positions or, you know, we are in a bearish trend. I might be bullish for the midterm, right, for the next coming days. But that's not going to stop me from taking short positions, right? As a trader, we do the charting, we realize the situation. A good trader, shorts and longs, whether we're in an uptrend or in a downtrend, it doesn't matter. It's based on levels of resistance and support. You guys know that if you've been here long enough, what we've been talking about of how to long and short, okay? Downtrends, uptrends, sideways action, our favorite. Okay, let's go continue through the comment section right away. And, you know, most importantly, we will go through what is next for Bitcoin. what if we successfully move here? We might get a pullback to 40,800. We might test that high volume node where we did get a bit of resistance. Okay, so I understand that, yeah, you know, this is big resistance. We could get that pullback, or depending on what kind of price action we create here, then that will be good for a long position. If we start slicing through that level, then obviously no longs will be taken. I did not take any trade with this candlestick. Legends know, you guys know on YouTube, okay, the people that are following me, these are non-events for me. I stay away unless I am in a trading setup already. These are non-events for me. I stay away till the price action starts getting a proper reaction. And this is what is happening right now on the chart. This is a proper reaction from a level on the lower time frames. So, I mean, these are non-events. Big volatile moves of $1,000, $2,000. I stay away from them because I need the price to stop. Unless I am already in a long position. Of course, I can be in a long position already from lower levels. Then I would, you know, obviously I'm in the ride already, but I'm not taking any trades when there is volatility, such as these moves. Currently in this long trade, I do personally think that we are going to go higher. $42,000 for another take profit 2. Another take profit 3 here would be 43,500. That would be my ultimate take profit zone. You guys know the deal. I am trading on Bybit. Bybit for me, number one. I've also got a tutorial on my channel to learn how to trade on Bybit. I know probably most of you are trading here. Bybit has got a great deal for the small fish, basically. People that, you know, are testing it out. They do have experience, but if you do want to get $20 just by depositing $100 on Bybit, you're getting $20 at the rewards hub, guys. Take advantage of that free money to trade with, because if you make a couple of good trades, you turn in $20, I don't know, into $50, $100, right? You got that for the 25 first users. There's only about 10 users left here to get that $20, all right? Sign up with the link down below so you can get that bonus for yourself. Let's go right away and continue. Now, you might think to yourself, okay, you know, you're probably making $1,000 here between yesterday and today. What do you do with your profits? Do you withdraw them straight away? You know, do you keep them on Bybit? Do you take them to your wallet? Well, no. I actually change it into fiat currency. And where do I change it to fiat currency? Is with the 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗓 guys. With the 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗕𝗕𝗓, I can get here, change my fiat currency, Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin, and do multiple different things really easily here with the 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗓. Check it out. 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗓 right now is going to bring the Visa in the next coming months, and that is going to be wonderful because I can spend my profits wherever I am. That's going to be absolutely huge. Really waiting for this to happen very, very soon. Not much more has to be said here. You're talking about 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗓, talking about Bybit, of course, what I do with my profits. And let's go straight through here, the next levels of resistance that I am looking at for here, okay? Next level of resistance that I'm looking at is $42,000. $42,000 range is the zone that I'm interested in, because what do we have right over here? When we do take a look at these waves here to the upside, you know, most commonly in an ABC wave, okay, in a C wave or in a third wave, we usually go slightly above the one-to-one extension, okay? So when we do take a look at the one-to-one extension, getting the pivot low here to the pivot high, we come to this pivot low, we can see we hit the one-to-one extension. So many times, yes, you know, some waves have a one-to-one and they just reject from that point. As we are having a lot of resistance at this point, then we need to be a little bit cautious. I mean, no doubt, it doesn't mean that we need to go to the 1.618 or the 1.236 or 1.382, which are the common targets for a C wave. If this were to be a C wave, they're the most common ones. They're usually larger than the A wave. A third wave is usually larger than the first wave. However, the situation right here, when we're adding the confluence, is basically the value area low from December and January. This is the struggle right now with the price of Bitcoin at the moment. So, you know, even though the price does not manage to break through this resistance, you know, I would understand it. I would understand saying, you know, wow, you know, this just big resistance on the chart, and you know, we didn't manage to go to $42,000 and $43,000. And then the next scenario is where it comes into play. where if the price does start moving down aggressively here from this point in the coming days, all right, just say that that is the case. We do not get above the value area low. If we do get above the value area low, then bring it on. I do see us hitting 35,500 in a few days. But what happens if we struggle? What happens if for the next coming hours it's like really choppy? There's no real breakout. There's no big candlestick moving to the upside. We need to realize that this could be a topping point. And if we do top out from this level, the highest probability scenario is that we could roll down, okay, very, very aggressively. Now, rolling down very aggressively to claim this low right over here without coming up here to the $43,000, $44,000 range, I will still be bullish for the price to come up to $43,000, $44,000. You might think, you know, no, that cannot happen, right? You know, this is going to be bearish. And if you come rolling down from here, then yeah, it's game over. We're going down, you know, beneath $38,000, 37, 36. Usually you do get a much larger retrace when you break a structure, because usually you start new waves to the downside. And the most common thing after a break of a structure is not a small little pullback. It's a pullback that is going to get you extremely bullish. It's a pullback that is going to get you extremely bullish. That's what usually happens on a second wave. What do you know of Elliott Wave theory? Second wave percent 618 or 78. That's what usually happens. They have big pullbacks, and that's when they usually come from a breakout from a major bearish structure. It gets such a deep pullback that you're going to get bearish again, and then it forms a higher low. So we're inverting this. We're in an uptrend. So if you do get that big major pump to the upside to these major resistance zones, the probabilities in creating a lower high is going to be insane. And we might even hit $45,000 or even $46,000. But for me, this is likely going to be a topping point. Very, very likely. So anyway, moving forward here, you might think to yourself, okay, Andy, what if, you know, we do not break above value area low right now? We're getting a bit of resistance and we start rolling down here in the next coming days. The situation here is that we'll still be having a bunch of liquidity at $43,000 area. There's still hundreds of millions of dollars of liquidity above $43,000. Okay, something to take into consideration. People will get more bearish if we roll down from this level. The biggest level of support that we do have here from the chart of the last few months, for me it's one of the biggest. It is here, the $37,700. We'll be paying very close attention to see what is the chart going to tell us here once the price does dip beneath this low. Will it manage to double bottom? Will it manage to come back down here to 37,700? We have a weekly naked point of control. This is based on the price action that we have here from this range. When we do take a look at the fixed volume profile, from this range, we have that naked point of control, okay, from the week here, that one of the last weeks here of November. Big level of confluence with a daily level. We got a daily close and open right there. So big level. I'll be paying close attention to that level here if we were to start dropping, right? For the moment, price is quite bullish on the lower time frames. We could be heading to higher levels. So we'll be paying attention here to see what happens in the next coming days, right? Next coming hours. So I'm going to go through the comment section, okay? Give us a second right there. I'll be going through the comment section in just 1 second. Big resistance at the moment. If we start breaking through here, it will be ideal. It will be ideal. Now, yeah, if we do break through, it's going to be very disturbing how we are going to claim these highs over here. So basically, when I do get a box from this pivot high and this pivot lower high right there, it's an interesting zone because you're claiming some lower highs. When price claims lower highs, you know, usually they get a reaction and they possibly get a pullback. So very disturbing zone, as it could be the end of an ABC wave right there. And the main reason why, like I mentioned, is hitting that 1.236, okay, and 1.382. Common target that is actually right where we have these lower highs. Could we test those highs and get a major pullback? something that I will be eyeing very, very carefully if we continue to the upside. Okay, that will be slightly just above $42,000. $42,000, nice round psychological number, where also has some confluence on the chart, so we'll be paying close attention there for a possible nice short little scalp. Let's go right away. Got my dogs going crazy there before, guys. I'm not sure if you did hear them, but it was going pretty crazy. Let's continue through the comment section. Made some good trades today. Hope everything is well. Everybody is well. Hello, W. Yes, we were quite bullish on yesterday's live stream. I did get stopped out. I re-entered again, of course, after seeing the choppiness that we had here at this range. Also based on massive bullish CVD divergence. All the exchanges, we see with massive amounts of shorts entering the market here. Thinking of that rollover. Remember, what were we talking about on yesterday's live stream? Most of the people are going to think that at this point, the price will roll down and test the lows. And what we are looking for here is a 3 corrective wave structure. 1, 2, 3. This is currently what is happening. This is why we're long here at this range, especially when we do have some bullish CVD divergence on the chart. Very, very nice. Higher lows, lower lows on all of the exchanges. Absolute beauty. Looking for that rise to hit at least 40,300, which was the target zone. I did take a bit of profits right there, maintaining quite a large amount of the position. Now, let's continue here right away with the comment section. Say hello. So I'm glad you made some pretty good trades today, W. I'm super happy for you. Let's continue. Super, salute. How are you doing? Morning, maybe Bandite. How are you? Thomas, Ethereum got way more room to move than BTC in my opinion. Yeah, Ethereum has a bit of an interesting scenario. We can take a look at Ethereum right away. Anyway, also, S&P 500, you know, it's just consistently making all-time highs during the last few days. It does look like it wants to have an attempt today, and Friday, maybe it's going to close Friday in an all-time high. Also looking at the ES. Let's go right away here, legends, with what? Let's go right away, okay, with the Ethereum. We can take a look at Ethereum, no doubt, right away. Let's take a look at Ethereum, see what's going on, because Ethereum, it has a lot more upside, you know, I have here from the comment section. So let's take a look at Ethereum right away. Ethereum was holding the value area low like a beast here. It's been insane. We've been talking how important this value area low from December and part of January, basically. Value area low, right, where we have the peak of the volume right there, finishing, you know, just maintaining beautifully as support. We had this was a great longing opportunity, something that we mentioned in the legends a few days ago, where, hey, we claim this low, we got the value area low. Hey, as soon as you touch this low and you get above it, you know, it's an instant long position. You know, beautiful bounce here to that point of control. Hey, this is a nice, you know, 2-3% pump where with a bit of leverage, you're making some pretty nice gains. Really, really technical levels, guys. We only trade the technical levels, okay? Many times, a lot of you guys, I know, it used to happen to me. You sit down, you open the chart, and you probably enter a trade in less than 5 minutes. No. Wrong. Sometimes I do not trade in the day. If I don't see anything clear, I will not trade, guys. Remember, just a small little trading tip. You sit down on the computer, you analyze a shorting plan based on major big confluence levels, and you analyze a longing plan. Whether the trend is bullish or bearish, who cares? You're a day trader, you're scalping. You're looking for an opportunity at certain levels of resistance and support. You make that plan till the price action does not hit that zone of interest where you have a plan. You do not trade. It's just a little tip there, guys, because I know it used to happen to me many years ago where I just entered the computer and I think, oh, you know, this looks quite bullish, no major proper plans, and waiting for the plan to happen and just say, oh, this looks pretty good. I think we're probably going to get another leg up here to the upside, at least to this zone. So yeah, I might just enter a long position here, and then the price starts moving against you, right? Make sure to create those plans, guys. You know, it's the best trading tip that I could give you, right? Sit down, have one plan or two plans for short positions in a local range for a scalp and much wider range for a day trade. Have two short positions, scalp short, okay, day trade short, have two, okay, long position plans, levels. Set the alerts, wait for the reaction till you see, you know, the reaction at those levels. It's really as simple as that. And obviously you have the most extreme risk management that nobody could have in this world. You are the one that decides how much you're losing, okay? Not how much you're winning sometimes, okay? But how much you losing, you are the one deciding. No one else decides. Not the market makers, not, you know, anybody in the market. It is only entirely you that decides how much you are going to lose. You know, people that burn their account, people that lose 50% of their account in less than a week or maybe in a few days, it's purely because of your fault. Why? Because you did not manage your risk. You were not defensive with your stop losses. You get into those silly trades where you actually add to your position and stuff like that. Do not do that, guys. Sometimes I need to be serious here to the community. Sometimes I need to, you know, hey, because then I get really nice comments. You take a look at the comments from the previous video. Hey, great, you know, I got into that beautiful long trade from yesterday talking about the possibility of bouncing, how to manage risk. I love that. Getting really nice DMs from people, you know, actually saying, you know, thank you for, you know, basically the education that I am providing, which makes me very happy, of course. Let's go right away and continue with the comment section. See what we got. Hi, Andy's mum. You did a great job with your young Andy. That is amazing. I need a screenshot. That. She might just came in here to say hello. She might have read it. Maybe not. But yeah, thanks for that comment. That will bring a smile to her face. So thank you very much. Much appreciated. Let's go. I just short the market. Expect a big dump soon. Wanted to analyze Ethereum. Ethereum formed a little bit of a, you know, a test of a high. You know, this is already good for a quick scalp, right? You're testing the highs here from Wednesday. Bang, you get in a test. You're already rejecting from that level. We formed a little bit of a value area range here. So, I mean, Bitcoin needs to behave. I would only take this as a scalp. I mean, this trade for me has finished. When you analyze the market here, looking at Ethereum, right? Just so you know, right? Of course, you could reject from this high right there, okay? And come back down to the lows, value area low or this low over here. With Bitcoin's current situation, which is pumping, and maybe Ethereum is likely to follow after Bitcoin, right? That's what usually happens, right? Some of the large caps, you know, especially Ethereum, lags a little bit behind Bitcoin, right? Then, you know, before you know it, Bitcoin's pumped over $1,500 today, and then, oh, Ethereum's not doing anything. And then when you come back to the charts in a few hours, you see Ethereum doing this, and you're like, oh, now Ethereum's pumping. So I'm cautious about shorting Ethereum based on Bitcoin's bullish price action. Of course, if Bitcoin were to start dropping now in the next coming hours very aggressively, okay, back below $40,000, then they follow more to the downside than to the upside. So if I would have taken this short position on Ethereum, based on looking at Bitcoin, which is the king, is the leader, it leads the crypto market, right? I would have taken profits at the value area high of this range. You know, it's a small little move. I would have taken it as a scalp. You know, it's just a 1% move. Just take it as a scalp, high leverage. Stop loss is very, very small. And that the reason why I would have taken this as a scalp is purely based on Bitcoin's being bullish during today, okay, and it's looking quite strong. No doubt it's hitting resistance, but you're having Bitcoin bullish, you know, you have a possibility that Ethereum could follow in that bullishness. So if any shorts are taken from major pivot highs here as a test of liquidity and a grab of liquidity and a pullback, you know, I would have taken it as a scalp. I did not take this, but if I would have taken it, considering Bitcoin is quite bullish, yeah, I would have taken profits here, no doubt. Could have this been a good long position? It could have also been a good long position right there. And there's one reason why, okay? you need to be very, I would take this as scalping. The reason why this is a good long right there, where the price did bounce of Ethereum, you can already see the reaction here on the chart. You did get a rejection here, okay, very early this morning, right there, from that pivot. This is the point of control of the range. What range? The range from December, okay, and January, right? We can see that point of control. This is why we have that, red horizontal line, point of control of range. Big high volume node right there. So when we do zoom in, no doubt that level has been providing some resistance today. We can see the price action, getting that resistance today. Bang, at the point of control of the range. You break through from here, which is breaking through the value area high of this mini range that we formed during the last few days. It's extremely technical. It's just extremely technical. Rejection from the highs, right? From the highs of the range. Rejection. You're breaking through value area high and the point of control. I mean, this is a bouncing level. This is a bouncing level. As Bitcoin has been quite bullish, I would expect the price of Ethereum to at least retest that high that we formed today a few hours ago. Very, very highly likely. Impossibly breaks through. If we are, we are in an uptrend. The demand pressure is there. The demand is here. You're testing, you're rejection, you're breaking a major zone. The only thing that could turn this around, of course, is Bitcoin dropping aggressively. Bitcoin starts rejecting here in the next coming hours and does this, then obviously, Ethereum will have no chance in moving forward. But Ethereum bullish. It's looking bullish. I do see Ethereum probably popping out here in the coming hours and likely going to at least the $2,300. It looks very, very likely by the structure here, and looking at Bitcoin as well, as Bitcoin is bullish and moving up. Ethereum likely to follow. 𝗫𝗫, he is here. He is here. He is here, guys. Big applause for 𝗫𝗫, the strongest moderator from all the crypto YouTube channels. We have him here. He is the one, the legend, the only one. Thanks for joining, Mark. Let's go. Bigger winners and big moves are from parabolic view, much smaller. Price often returns, so taking profits and closing trades at targets is in the longer run better return to reward. Yeah, very true. Well, yeah, very true. All-time high, Illuminati. All-time high. Yeah, all-time high on ES, on the ES. All-time high has been, I've been talking about all-time high on the ES. Right, ES has broken all-time high from 2022. Possibly, if you are looking at the SPX chart, let's take a look at SPX chart. Also, I mean, S&P 500 is consistently breaking all-time high. It's in price discovery mode. Right, let's go. He is great. We got Soft Shell. Oh, shucks. Yes. Damn right. Damn right. You deserve that shout out, Mark. You deserve. Didn't that Ethereum haven't pump? What a good news. Yeah. Mark the best, says Canny. Absolutely. BTC through your range. BTC through your range. BTC through your range now. BTC through your range now. What do you mean through the range? The value area low, you mean, right? It is trying its best. It is trying its best. Once it gets above this level, if it manages to do so, it is very choppy. I mean, it is struggling very, very much. It is struggling very much. Hey, these highs are for shorting, huh? These highs right there, they are for shorting, because this is resistance. Even though I am bullish and I am calling for $42,000, even $43,000 potentially in the coming days, that is not going to stop me from shorting, okay, this choppy price action. I ain't getting into a short with this move. But once price gets choppy, there will be one of those chops that, I'll be in. I'll either be in this one or I'll either be in this one. You know, in one of them I'm going to be in, and I don't mind getting stopped out at a minor loss or at almost break even to pay a few fees, because you're realizing that the price action is getting exhausted. This is pure bullish exhaustion, and where it is getting exhausted is just at a big major resistance zone. No doubt that this is a shorting level right now as we are getting this reaction on the price of Bitcoin, but you only want to short at the highest level possible. How do you short at the higher level possible? You wait till the highs are taken. So in this case, you wait for these highs. You missed this high probably. I missed many highs and many lows. You know, I don't catch them all, but this was definitely a shorting level. Was stop above the high. You know, what if we do this? Bang, 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 and you know we maintain an uptrend structure here. You know what could happen? You could do bang this. And then that might be the good one. Maybe that will be the good one. The only level that you're going to short getting above this high is if the price gets back beneath that high, creating very exhaustive higher highs, getting ready for a rollover. Will it be this one? Maybe. This is why you have an attempt right there. However, this ain't a level for shorting for me. I'm very much aware that this could just higher low from this point and then bang. So if you're shorting from here, you know, you're in a very, very dangerous position to get stopped out. So make sure to create those plans, guys. Short and long at the specific points. Even better if you claim a high or you claim a low. Much better. You know what will be interesting? How are we going to claim this low? That is going to be an interesting scenario. If we do claim this low right there, I do see the possibility of an ABC flat here, meaning an ABC expanded flat right there. And it's going to be very interesting. And, you know, I would reconsider a long position at this level, only if we do create a kind of a failed auction scenario. So right, double bottom or whatever price action does create there in a consolidation, if it does manage to do this, then would reconsider getting into that long again. Mainly because we have it's no longer naked point of control because we did blast through from it today, but it's based from that high volume node of this consolidation that we had on Monday. Important level. Price did get a reaction, but yeah, it was definitely not worth it. I was saying to the legends, look, we are getting a reaction from this level, but it's just not worth getting into the long. And that is purely based on the wave structure. It just does not make any sense of this being an impulsive wave like this a corrective move like this, and then this finishing here, breaking out from the descending channel. It's like, yeah, guys, stay away from shorting here, because it's just likely going to push through here and several, even $1,000 to the upside. It's just was not worth it. So leave your hands on the desk. Do not take any silly decisions. Realize here, always when you have doubt on the lower time frames to see what's going on, should I, this is a resistance level, should I take it? Always zoom out and understand, the structure. This zone here, like I was explaining to the legends, it's an explosive area. This is a level where it's likely going to explode out. You're looking for an impulsive C wave or a third wave out of this zone. So this area was a no short zone. This is a no short zone here after that breakout. Anyway, Mark Dirch, my man, thanks for the insane support again. I can see you absolutely bashing the comment section. Yeah, too many compliments for Mark Dirch. Guys, stop it. If not, it will get overexcited. Okay, so let's leave Mark alone for a bit. All right, he's going to get too excited. Hey, Andy, thanks for the education. Eric, you're very welcome, my man. I really enjoy this. This is absolutely a passion, right? Because as being profitable trader, I have time, and I have time to educate. I have time to do YouTube, and it's a blessing. It is really a blessing. So because trading can be very, very lonely. Trading is alone, and you can trade just for a few hours a day, and then it's like, okay, I go to the gym, I do CrossFit, I got time to see family and friends. you trade, and then it's like, what else? What else do I have during the day? I mean, this is my passion. So going here on YouTube and educating and creating a community is really, really, really fun. It does, you know, get a bit of, you know, it covers a bit of your hours of the day, right? Which is really, really nice. Right, Kuhn was talking about you earlier. He said you are a great guy. Hey, maybe Bandai. Yeah, I love Kuhn. He is an absolute master on Elliott Wave theory, guys. If you haven't checked out Kuhn, you can go. It's K-O-E-N-Z crypto. No, Kuhn's crypto. Yeah, it's Kuhn's crypto, I think. Kuhn's crypto. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mark. You can leave you can leave his name down in the comment section right there. But he's an absolute expert in Elliott Wave theory. I check him once in a while, every week. He's like the only channel that I check to see what is his point of view, because on Elliott Wave theory you always have a bullish and a bearish case scenario, and yeah, basically gifted 5 Bitcoin Sensors memberships. Absolute legend. Yeah, he's very, very good anyway. You know, he's one of the only ones. I do take a look at news channels. You know, there's some other ones like Chico Crypto and Ivan on Tech. Okay, he's pretty good to see. Talk about news, but technical analysis, I don't take a look at any channels at all. And there's only one basically on YouTube that is worthwhile for me to see his opinion, right? Not to take any advice or any trading advice, just to see his opinion, his thoughts. And he talks about bullish and bearish case scenario purely based on Elliott Wave theory, which is very, very nice, guys. Check him out. Very, very good. Shout out to him. Cohen's Trading. There you have it. Mark Dutch in the comment section. Thanks for that. There is a lot of liquidity to grab to push the price to $45,000. This is quite true. Okay, we can take a look at the liquidity here right away, if this is going to load at some point. Yeah, the sweet spot is round about 43,500, which is exactly. Whoops, hang on a second. I've gone too far away. Yeah, hang on a second. What's going on here? Yeah, anyway, there's there's a lot of liquidity. There's hundreds of millions of dollars, and it does push up to even $45,000. Would be not surprised. You know, it's just, it makes sense that the price should head up all the way up there. Interesting how we got, you know, some nice liquidity at the highs right there, 900 million. Woof. Interesting. A lot of liquidity up there. There's still liquidity, obviously. There's a lot of liquidity beneath us as well. Okay, we got to take that into consideration. So the question is, will we sweep up the liquidity to the upside and then move down, or move down first and then go up? We do not know. However, this is pure market psychology. You know, there'll be a lot of people very, very bullish if we start going to $45,000. Okay, imagine this happens in the next coming days. It's going to be a wild, you know, rocket moon, you know, fest on, you know, YouTube, Twitter, you know, you name it, right? All the socials. It's going to be this is it. You know, if you did not buy Bitcoin, that it was your last chance, you know, you missed your opportunity, right? It's going to be a little bit of a hype moment right there. And on the chart, we'll be facing insane resistance, but not only facing insane resistance, we've broken the bullish market structure created from the last few months. It's been broken. It's broken. So it's not the same getting massive momentum like we had here back in November and December. For that to happen again, you know, it's just it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. I'm pretty confident to say, you know, this is unlikely to happen. You know, the charts don't move like this, and this is why this is going to be so interesting to see if we were to push up through here above 43,500. That will be, you know, I will be very ready to get into a swing short position. I'm not much of a swing short trader. I got into a short position right over here and, you know, basically took profits, all of the profits here, right? For me, you know, I'm a day trader, or might have a trader open a couple of days. You know, this trade that I have open, you know, it's unlikely that it's going to be open by tomorrow, right? I'm happy to take these trades, the profits in just 1-2 days. That's it, close, go to the next one. Because I'm a day trader, I'm not a swing trader. But this is a swing trade level, no doubt, where you can get the price to push down there. If you are more patient, you know, this could be an epic trade for the next few weeks, several weeks of a short position. Very, very possible. However, we're going to have to take a look at the scenario right there, because, you know, what if the price starts, you know, going absolutely nuts out of nowhere, which is unlikely, but if that were to be the case, I will not be shorting this. I won't be shorting this. We're going to have to check that scenario, obviously, if that were to happen. Okay, so diving in the 3-minute chart, yeah, we formed a higher low right there. It will be interesting to see the price action, how it is going to face probably the highs again. It might just blast through. It might just blast through. Something to pay attention. But if it is going to do this, you know, and start trading beneath the level, right, just like we did on this high, you break, you back down, you consolidate, you know, possible short trigger. I mean, it is looking very, very strong. You know, demand is there. So it is likely to test the highs. It is, yeah, it's very, very possible that we could test those highs. I mean, for me, this is a no trade zone. I mean, I don't know what the price is going to do here. It could just roll down from here, from this point. It could back test that high and go down. Would much prefer to see a test of the high to take a shorting decision. Right, let's take away. YouTube with open mouths pointing thumbnails Inc. Yeah, I try to behave, guys, with my thumbnails. I really try to behave, but today's video got an absolutely insane amount of views. Big face on the thumbnail with the Bitcoin logo. It just works. It just works. Obviously, you know, don't judge me based on titles and thumbnails. Watch the video, watch the education, okay? You can judge me by that. Don't judge me by thumbnails, please, because I can get some crazy thumbnails on, all right? If we consolidate around $41,000 on the daily, I think we will see an inverse head and shoulder. Okay, so if we do consolidate at $41,000, I think we can see an inverse head and shoulder. Poof, you're gonna have to go more into detail there. We're gonna have to go more into detail. You mean $42,000, right? You mean $42,000. You're probably talking about this. If we consolidate here and do something like this. Maybe inverted head and shoulders do form usually after a breakout of a channel. They do form after a breakout of a channel or a descending wedge. They happen a lot. They do happen a lot. Where could I go here with an example? Yeah, just say, I don't know. You know, you have a kind of a descending neckline right there, right? Or a broadening wedge, right? They're everywhere. They happen a lot. They do happen a lot. And you do kind of see how the price, you know, does this, and then does this, right? And it forms a kind of an inverted head and shoulder. They happen as you break from a downtrend or a descending wedge. Also, when you get into a descending wedge, you usually form like a mini inverted head and shoulder to get that breakout. So could we be forming something very similar right there? Well, we are going to test the $42,000 level where we have those lower highs, get a bit of a reaction, get a pretty decent pullback, and then get supported by that naked point of control from the from Monday, basically, right? Which is no longer naked, but I have it there on the chart because, you know, I do whatever I want on the chart as but just so I have that level on the chart. But you could just say point of control of Monday, right? But it's no longer naked. yeah, it's definitely a possibility. And then you could be forming an inverted head and shoulder right there then to get the push up to go above 43,500. You know, they usually happen, you know, after a breakout of a downtrend. Let's go right away. $42,000, Mahid. Yes, I knew that. I knew you were you said 41k, but I knew you must have thought, you know, inverted head and shoulder 41. Yeah, this is very much a possibility. Yeah. Publicity on YouTube every 5 minutes sucks. I have it at the middle. Okay, so you shouldn't get too much publicity. But yeah, it does suck. But I mean, it is what it is, right? You know, obviously, nothing is completely for free, always, guys, right? What was the Elliott Wave's YouTuber's name? It is. I'll leave it right there. It's 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗬 Trading. Check him out. He deserves all the support. You know, he has really great value. You know, I've actually learned a couple of things from him because he goes into pure detail, really complex, you know, mini structure waves. If you see me talk about Elliott Wave theory, I'm basically doing a higher time frame and keeping it as simple as possible. But he will go into the micro counts and you know, he goes into detail like crazy. I haven't got time for that. And I don't use it. I use it to understand the structures and the directions of the market, but I don't. You know, you could arguably discuss my long position here was a little bit based on Elliott Wave theory, just based on another wave. We need another wave to the upside, whether we do take the lows or not. You know, I was looking for another wave here to the upside, so you could say it helps to take decisions. But anyway, check him out. Andy, did you bought Ethereum? I have been buying Ethereum during the last months, but I haven't been buying for the last few weeks, to be honest. I haven't been buying Ethereum, even though the Ethereum BTC chart is looking very sexy. But I think we could see Ethereum maybe dropping against Bitcoin a little bit more during the next coming weeks. I mean, this would be my beneath this low for me is, you know, flip Bitcoin to Ethereum. But yeah, I was buying Ethereum for many months until we got a bit of an uptrend. Right. Eric Crown, by far most knowledgeable on YouTube. I have a long time since I have checked his channel, but he has so many colors and different things on the chart. I'm not too sure. You know, I'm really not. I really do not follow a huge amount of crypto YouTubers. I remember Eric Crown, seeing him a few years ago. I don't really follow him, but I remember. I will check a video out of him. Why not? To see what he's talking about. But I don't think so. He would be the most knowledgeable guy on YouTube. It depends on, you know, if on knowledge. Hey, do you want to talk about, you know, 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗬 clouds? Do you want to talk about Bollinger Bands? Yeah. There's a lot of different indicators and stuff on the chart. You know, for knowledge, there's so much knowledge to out there on YouTube, no doubt. Love you, champ. The mental vortex. Thank you very much, guys. He doesn't share anything, says Mark Dutch. I'm gonna wrap it up because I do have a meeting right now. But thank you very much for joining. Maybe we're just testing that high right now as we speak. So let's see how the next coming minutes develop. You know, could it be a third top? It could be definitely a third top. So if it just starts getting choppy beneath this level, you know, we could get a much larger pullback to claim those lows. Definitely a possibility. Now, legends, remember, Bybit for me, #1 crypto trading platform. This is where I trade 80% of the times. I do have a couple of other exchanges that I use, such as MEXC. I know some people cannot trade on Bybit, and you don't want to do KYC, you don't want identification or any of that. A great option is $20,000 worth of bonus on MEXC. Okay, this is a deposit bonus. MEXC is a great option as well. Been using MEXC for several months for now. I have had no issues whatsoever. Withdrawn, deposited, you know, no issues at all. It works absolutely great. And it's another great option for those people that cannot trade on Bybit, okay? But Bybit has those $20, okay? If you only deposit $100, you got that $20 waiting for you guys to take advantage so you can use for your trading. Thank you guys for entering the live stream. I think that Bitcoin does have a chance to go to higher levels. I mean, yeah, small little pullbacks. We need to remember, yeah, if you do fail here to move to the upside from this level, if you pull back, I would consider taking it as a scalp because, yeah, we're basically tackling the level, the higher lows, right? Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, bang. This is what happens when you're tackling and you're tackling. For the moment, it looks like we want to blast through that high. No big major rejection. Let's see if it does print a few candlesticks here on the lower time frames. Then that would be a little bit of a sign of a bit larger pullback, possibly in the next hour. Legends, thank you very much. Let's see if I can fit a night live stream. That would be absolutely awesome. Thank you very much, everybody, and I will see you in the next one.